Welcome back to Okami. I'm Dan, I think. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it has
I
been a
think I'm
while.
Dan.
It's fine. There'll be no actual gap in our uploads,
Oh
so
no,
it's
no, it'll
okay.
actually be the most coherent thing. Watch this be like the closest time of uploads. So it'll be
Mm.
really funny where like last time like Resident Evil 4 remake wasn't out yet. Resident Evil 4 remake is out now. So it'll
Oh
almost
yeah,
feel like it's makes sense for once.
it's fine. I haven't played Resident Evil 4 remake, and I have some thoughts on it.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that stuff first cuz the stuff I played is just old video games. Talk about mine
Um,
later.
I mean, it is a quote unquote good video game. I'll give it that. But it's a super. But it's like you can't shake the fact that it is an unnecessary video game. Because it's like the problem is when you're remaking like Resident Evil, you know, 1, 2, 3, they're all like on older systems that a lot of people don't have access to. They're not all on digital stores for some insane reason.
Honestly, when you get into that, I'm gonna you know which game I'm gonna bring up that I'm annoyed they
Yeah,
didn't do.
Dino
Well,
Crisis.
that too, but we'll get to it.
But yeah, I don't know. There is also it's one of those things where it's like the game is fine, but man, there are a lot of problems that I kind of have with it. Uh, and I guess the one I'll bring up is Aiden's new voice is terrible.
I heard it. So Ada's the voice. So her design's fine. Like her design looks cool.
Yeah,
When I saw the
I
voice
thought it was
though.
all right, but here's the problem with it.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the show Archer?
No.
Oh, her outfit is exactly the same as a character from Archer.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Like exactly.
But either way, when when I saw like the cutscene and she opens her mouth talking to Luis, the exact sound of the voice in the lack of emotion reminds me of one of the people from the Snapcube fan dubs, except for they're a joke and it's supposed to be a joke. It's the one who's like, "Hey guys, me."
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
sounds exactly like that, except for not trying to be funny.
Which feels incredibly odd considering we already had like an Ada that people liked and did well, and I don't really understand why she was recast.
Yeah, like we have the Ada in 2 make, and she's fine. You can
People liked her.
you can grab
I'm
the OG Ada if you really want. She's probably cheap as fuck too. Like,
so yeah, Ada's Ada's a problem.
because the rest of them like it's kind of funny. Ada sounds terrible, but like remake Ashley, I'm like, wow, you sound like a human being and not Sandy Cheeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ashley is the improved element. Well, improved in like the story and the character wise. Improved in the gameplay wise. Fuck no, gameplay wise it's worse.
How did they make it worse?
Because you can't because there's fewer places where you can like tell her Ashley go and hide in the thing.
Oh, okay.
Which means that in combat she's a lot less responsive. The fact that she doesn't have a health bar means that she dies in 2 hits to everything.
Jesus.
It's not great. So yeah, she dies in 2 hits to any enemy. She doesn't. She's kind of weirdly inconsistent in how she'll like escape from things or like avoid out of getting hit. At least I found.
Again, I wouldn't know. I haven't played this fucking game, so I can't input on this.
I just say there's just a lot of really weird decisions I don't get. So like, they decided to massively cut down Sadler's role. You know, the main villain. So he doesn't physically appear until the last part of the game.
That's weird. Cause like I remember him appearing like pretty much not long after you kill the village priest guy with the beard.
Yeah. Yeah, he shows up a few times, so there's like an element, and also he talks to you on the code on like the not codec.
Well, yeah,
So
pretty much the
he is
villains
a
after
element.
that start like mocking you on the codec thing.
So Sadler, and the problem is they massively cut down Sadler's screen time, so you're genuinely like, oh yeah, he's the main villain. I forgot he's in this game, and so you don't really care as much when you fight him. He doesn't kill Louise in this version. I guess spoilers for a game that pretty much is a game you've already played. But
So
The one difference is Louise isn't killed by Sadler, he's killed by Krauser, who does get a lot more backstory, and that somehow makes him a lot less interesting.
I mean, Krauser was just kind of like Krauser's always that thing where when he shows up, it was always really funny because it's like, okay, I guess we're doing GI Joe now.
Krauser is like mad desperate to be this game to be a Virgil for the game, but he's just not.
He just what?
He's
So,
just he's like
Hold on a
he's
second.
actually
there you go. That should fix it, maybe.
well,
Hello?
was I cutting out?
I
Not
think it was on
really.
my end, but it should be fixed
Yeah.
now.
Okay, hopefully. But like, Krauser has like arguably the best boss fight in the game, and then possibly the second, the worst, if not second worst. Oh, also they just cut out an entire boss fight.
Oh, which boss fight?
U3. It's that thing that chases you in the underground caverns, and you have to like run past it.
I don't even remember this.
It's a pretty cool boss fight, actually. In fact, I will say the vast majority of the bosses, except Krauser, because he gets a new because instead of just being cutscene knife fight, you have in-game knife fight because of the new knife mechanics, and that is fun. I hate Evolve Krauser; he sucks. But every other like boss fight is either fine or just objectively worse than its RE4 original counterpart. Like, El Gigante is exactly the same fight, dog and all, so that's fine. Mendoza, the village chief, that fight's a lot worse.
I heard actually someone said that fight was better. I've heard people say I've heard both when it comes to the fights.
Because, okay, so for me the problem is it puts you in a very tiny arena, which therefore makes him a lot worse. Because instead of it being in this semi-wide area, so you know, oh, okay, he's relatively quick, he's going to be going for me, he now has to be quite passive. Because otherwise there's no chance you'd ever be able to, like, actually pick up anything or do anything. So the boss is, like, significantly less aggressive. And then, like, his second phase is he runs away to an area of the warehouse you can't hit, and he just starts throwing shit at you like he's Donkey Kong. And I'm like, okay. It's not quite as interesting as, oh, you cut him in half. Oh, he's fallen. His legs fell off. So now he's just gonna run it. He's now just gonna hop across at you with his arms, which I always thought was quite, amusing. Vertigo. The thing you have to like freeze. That boss fight is probably better, but it's frankly like no different from how it was originally. Salazar, I think, is worse, even though his original boss fight is, oh look, he's this big thing stuck in a wall and you have to shoot at it. But I think now that he's mobile, he's actually worse because his attacks make just not as much sense. I have done 2 playthroughs of the game so far.
Yeah, again, it's kind of hard for me to, because I played 4, so I like the original 4, but like I haven't played remakes, so I can't comment on it. And for the audience, as a reminder, I didn't like the original 4, so it's kind of
hitboxes on the regenerators feel really fucking wonky. Like, I swear I've shot done the whole, you gotta look at them through the scope and shoot the parasites. I've done that so many times it's not registered as a hit. So that sucks, especially because there's a lot more obnoxious fights with them. Like, there's one where you have to fight it while also having to protect Ashley, who you're not near because you're separated by, like, bars. So you have to, like, shoot Ganados who are going for Ashley while also fighting a regenerator, which, considering, as I said, wonky hitboxes, just makes it really obnoxious.
What?
But I mean, as I said, overall, it is a game that you could describe as being fine. Some might even describe it as good. I'm not saying it's not good, it's a game I can't help but look at and go, yeah, this game just did not need to exist.
I mean, like we were saying with the older games, like, obviously, like, I would love Dino Crisis, but, like, even just looking at RE, like, Code Veronica isn't on Steam.
I'm kind of weirdly expecting RE0 coming out next.
You think they're gonna remake Zero?
Well, I mean, I think part of the problem you have.
Actually, you know what's funny about no, Zero's on Steam. It's right there.
I was going to say, I think part of the problem you have is they tee up doing RE5, but I mean, fuck me, RE5 in today's world. there's a horrifying thought for you.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
So they tee up doing RE5 in the game, obviously. But I mean, fuck me, RE5 in today's world. Good luck. But also,
I mean, even then it was a little like at first it's fine, and then you get to the grass village.
Yeah, but also RE5 just sucks.
Yeah.
And then what? They're gonna remake RE6 again?
I like 6. It's so here's one of my hot takes in terms of a lot of the way I've seen in 4 and how he moves around, how Leon moves around and fights. It looks like a refined version of 6's combat, which 6 is a more refined version of 4's.
Well, I don't know. There's just lots of
like honestly, I really would. They really need to do Code Veronica, or at least fucking re-release the fucking thing.
My other weird headcanon is I'm kind of half expecting Devil May Cry 1 remake.
I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't be against it because we could make the game good. Listen, I cut. It's rough, DMC1, to be fair.
It's from 2001.
Yeah, but I've played better games from 2001 as well.
Not games that are going for that kind of thing.
Like 3D action game, yes.
Agree to disagree.
Because they usually didn't have the camera problem of using the Resident Evil fixed cameras.
You're a fixed camera.
You're a fixed camera. But, and I still say not Resident Evil, Devil May Cry didn't really get good until 3.
I mean, I don't think anyone's saying Devil May Cry 2 was good.
If anyone, outside of people joking, like people joke about it and say it's good, like the whole Vinny meme, like DMC2 is best. But I don't think I've seen people be like, it's okay. That's as far as I've seen people go. Law of averages, at least one guy who's like DMC2 is best, and they're doing it unironically. That's just how averages work. There's just that many people in the world that there's someone.
Indeed.
Just like there's someone who unironically likes Bad Rats, not me, where I do it as a gag because I think it's funny.
It's fine, Dan. There's no shame here. You can say you like Bad Rats.
I don't think it's a good game. I like it in the sheer audacity of this bitch, and it's just kind of funny, but I can't say that I particularly like it, if you know what I mean.
Bad Rats, Bad Rats.
Bad Rats show. But, I guess on my end, because I haven't been playing any new video games, because other than, like, Pizza Tower, which I want to try at some point, I haven't really... There hasn't been, like, any game yet this year that's come out that's made me want to run to it. So I've been playing old shit, and I've been finally getting around to playing the other Yakuza games.
Oh yeah, I did see those pop up.
So I'm on 5 right now, but I played through 3 and 4. 3, as I like to call it, Blockuza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not really care for 3 that much. Is it the worst game I've ever played? No. Is it better than Shenmue? That's not hard.
It is the worst Yakuza game, though.
Oh, yeah. And people that say that you can't skip it...
Not counting Dead Cells.
I never played it, and I don't plan to. But, like, the people that were like, oh, no, you can't skip 3, fuck off, the plot doesn't happen until halfway through the game, and the plot, like, speed runs its way through, then pauses again to fuck around with the kids again, and then speeds through to the finish line. The best part of that fucking game is just the fucking American secret agent arms dealer who just speaks, like, in this very clear American accent.
You can say it's Wesker. You can call him Wesker.
He's Wesker. You fist fight Wesker.
It's Wesker.
I'm just gonna say, I think how he dies in this is funnier than the boulder lava. Fuck! Let me go! Fuck! Ah! Ah! Are you nuts? Ah!
Yeah, I will
Fuck!
also say, because Wesker obviously appears at the very end, if that is the Wesker they're gonna go for RE5, fuck me. He is awful. He is like, you remember that shitty movie where they had Wesker which narrows it down. I know, but like the one where they basically just did RE5, but it was set in a prison, and
Oh yeah, Resistance or Revelations 2?
Oh no, it's one of the live action. No, I mean the live action one.
Oh yeah. I know they're making a new one.
No. So the Wesker from that sounds better than the Wesker in the RE4 at the end of Remake 4.
Oh.
And if he's the Wesker for RE5 make, fuck, man.
Hey, I don't know. They might change it randomly like they did Ada for no fucking reason.
It can't get worse than that dude. That dude was like Netflix Transformers anime levels of why.
Megatron. But yeah, I can't. 3, if you're looking to play Yakuza and you want to like start with the older games and go through, if you start playing 3 and you're just like fuck this, that's fine. That's honestly fine. You can say fuck this.
I won't hold it against you.
Yeah, honestly, you don't need it. Like, does it make some small things a little bit better? Yes. Is it worth the commitment? Only if you like it.
All you need to know is Kiryu runs an orphanage for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Not like a lot of the characters that are introduced in that game don't even come back. Like the fucking the small time Yakuza guys that are they're like 3 dudes. None of them show up again.
Yep.
Now, if you think that's a spoiler, and I just told you they all die, it's not.
They just backpack. They're just gone. They don't care. They don't matter.
4 is really good. I really liked 4.
Yeah, 4's fun.
I didn't really have much to complain about. It was a nice step up from the last one, where it's like, oh, there's actually a plot going on. And like I would say, like the only part of the game I didn't really enjoy was Saijima's part.
And yet he's the only character who stuck around.
Funny, isn't it? I mean, Saijima as a character I liked, and like his story I liked, but I hated playing it.
Let's be honest, the reason Saijima sticks around is because he's friends with Majima.
Yeah.
If he wasn't friends with everyone's favorite Psycho, he'd have been dumped faster than Cop Boy was.
Because like Akiyama, I liked, and I liked Tachibana. Like Tachibana was probably my favorite one to play of the 4 of them. And Tachibana does not come back in 5. He's not there.
Yeah, Tachibana like gets super dropped. Like Akiyama shows up in I think 6.
He's in 5 and 6.
He's in 5.
He's playable in 5. I know he's in 6. Not playable because Kiryu's the only playable character in 6. Yeah, it's so. It's like a lot of it's Tachibana with 4, and it's really good. And Tachibana stuff is just good, and his gameplay is fun, and then he doesn't show up again.
I guess you can argue that Tachibana got his gameplay spun off into Judgment.
See, even though it's not Tachibana.
Yeah, but then you're not playing as Tachibana, you're playing as Yagami.
Yeah. I haven't played those games yet. At some point I will.
I need to like actually properly sit down and play Lost Judgment, because I really like the first Judgment.
I still need to play both. I'll probably do what I did with the remaining Yakuza games for Steam and just buy them when they're on sale next time.
Yeah.
To
be fair, I also still need to actually finish Yakuza 7.
Same. I haven't. I mean, I gotta beat 6 and then 7 because that's what I want to do. I don't have to, I know, but I want to. Wait, I'm gonna give this liquor to the wrong guy. Whoopsies. But yeah, I like 5 so far. 5 is, I can already tell, is a lot longer. I only just finished Kiryu's storyline. To be fair, I also was felt more compelled to do like the side shit. So I did a lot more side stuff with Kiryu to where he was almost
I think Ryoka plays 5 comparatively, because it was like a massive gap between me playing 5 and 6, and it kind of felt like, man,
I don't know.
Really
I mean,
5.
Once I get to 6, I'll be able to tell you differences. But from 5 to 4, the combat does feel a lot better in 5 versus 4. Though I thought 4's was alright, because it was basically 3, but we're like, okay, but what if the combat worked better? And what if the enemies didn't block all the time? But But yeah, no, Kiryu is fun to play. I like the little taxi cab drag racing mini game that he has. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I only just started Saejima. Like, I just like finished his cutscene, beat up like 2 guys, and saved the game before I went to bed the night before. But he feels a bit better because it doesn't take him 30 years to charge his attacks anymore. So there's that. But I don't expect to enjoy him because I don't really like power characters typically. Because I prefer anything but like slow characters. I just don't enjoy playing them in action games. Also, right now in the game, I'm doing the thing where I help Susanos cut shit.
Well, you know.
Or Susanoo.
I think it's Susanoo.
Susanoo. Oh, yeah, Susanoo.
Owo.
Ooh.
Owo.
Owo.
I mean, in this game, it's pronounced Susanoo. I think that's the thing. They add the W, so you kind of get the whole. Because it's meant to be like.
Oh, no, it's spelled Susano in this one.
Yeah. Because you are meant to have the extra O because it's like the prefix for king or something, or suffix, sorry. Not prefix, wrong way around.
Just remember, most Shinto mythology is, unfortunately, Susanoo was rude.
Yeah, well. Susanoo didn't pay his proper respect for Amaterasu, so she cast him out. And like, man, she just sounds like a bitch.
But yeah, no, 5 I'm liking so far. Also, if you ever want proof that Google is always listening, while I was playing the game, I was talking to some friends of mine, and I was like, oh, they have Taiko Drum in here, just whole ass Taiko Drum, and we thought it was funny. And then on my phone, I started getting Amazon advertisements for Taiko Drum, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've never bought or played it.
Just Kamen Rider song into Taiko Drum.
I'm not too surprised, considering how big Kamen Rider is.
Yeah, it's just odd that that's the game that got licensed. That's for like, one of the ones that actually got licensed to the West, I think.
Eh.
I think it's be the one for Witch's builds.
I've heard weirder. But I know Yakuza 6 straight up just has Virtual Fighter 5 in it. Like not the last version of the game, but like the second to last version of the game.
Another really funny thing about that.
Yeah.
That was the first time Virtua Fighter 5 got localized.
Actually, no. Virtua Fighter 5 was on the PS3.
I could have sworn that was.
That version 2 was also on PS4 Virtual Console first.
I could have sworn there was a Virtua Fighter, one of these games, where its first Western release.
It's the first PC, technically.
Yeah.
It's the only way to play it on PC legitimately. You can play it through emulation.
Yeah, but then your question is, why would you want to play Virtua Fighter?
I like Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, I kid. It's just Virtua Fighter's never been a sexy fighter, you know? If that makes sense. Like, not in the haha jiggling boobs, but more like, you know, it's not super flashy.
Yeah.
It's not got, you know, minute-long cutscenes where you do your moves. Can't do hilarious, broken, infinite team combat, infinite.
Still better than Street Fighter 5.
Ain't saying much.
I know.
Kicking the pants is better than Street Fighter 5.
It's true. I wonder if this episode will come out before Street Fighter 6 comes out.
You know what? Better to not gamble. Make this a lost recording. No, it's actually not been. It's not been funny enough for a lost recording.
No, really, it's been pretty tame. Usually, the funnier ones are when we're just more unhinged, but we've been We haven't been in a conversation for so long. We're just normal right now.
I'm never normal. Just
we're just normal men. Just innocent men.
Oh, right, the Muppet thing.
Yes. But yeah, I am looking forward to getting the 6 and playing that one, because I know it's the same engine that 2 was in. I'd say so far, still 2 is my favorite one. Or Kiwami 2, to be fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
That is the best one, I think.
My-
Kiwami 2 has been like the pinnacle of Yakuza. Maybe Kiwami 1 might be a little bit higher. I don't know. They kind of flip flop to me.
my ratings at the moment are Kiwami 2, Kiwami 1, 0, 4, and then 3 is pretty far back. 5 is not in the standing yet because I don't think it's fair when I haven't finished the game yet. But I would say I definitely like it a lot so far. But it's not hard for a game to shit the bed. I've played enough games.
I'd say I mostly like 6, but I kind of wish 6 had committed to its bit. Is it a spoiler to say that Kiryu's not dead?
I'm considering he's in the fucking 7 and is going to be in 8.
8, yeah.
He's going to be a main character in 8 again. The poor bastard isn't allowed to retire.
Then it's fine to say that Yakuza 6 spends so much of its time like setting up that Kiryu's gonna die and Kiryu's gone and this is it. And then even the ending, it's like they don't commit to killing him, but they're like, okay, now he's retired forever. All of his friends think he's, I won't say anymore. But apart from that, but it's like it super commits to the whole thing, and then it's like, yeah, Kiryu's in Yakuza 7. Like, I kind of wish they just committed to killing him,
or at least letting him actually retire.
Yeah, especially since we've already got Lost Judgment, Judgments.
Like, he didn't need to be in Lost Judgment. Having if you want him as an EXE boss fight and that was it with no story, sure, whatever.
I'm sure you could have bullshitted some VR headset gimmick to say, oh no, this guy. Oh look,
just get the fucking doctor guy in and be like, you can fight people from the past, and you fight Kiryu and that.
Or you can even just reuse assets from previous games, refight Ryuji.
Yeah.
Refight X amount, whatever boss.
Fight Wesker again.
Fight Wesker. Well, actually, I'd rather, instead of fighting Wesker, I'd rather fight Gary Buster Holmes.
Wait, who's Gary?
Gary's the black dude who you fight in the arena pits.
Oh, him! Okay.
The huge fucking ball gloves on his to hit you with. That's Gary Buster Holmes, thank you. Always respect the Buster.
It's pretty good. But yeah, I honestly, the thing is, it kind of even as I'm playing this, even while I'm playing 5, there's part of me it's like, can't we just let this man just retire? Even though I love Kiryu.
Yeah, Kiryu's great, but it's the kind of thing of, you've already proven that with 4, you kind of proven, okay, you can do stuff with other characters in this world as the main character.
You don't need Kiryu.
You've done Kiryu. Like, how many times can Kiryu be like, okay, I'm officially done with the Yakuza. Okay, I guess I'm back to being the Yakuza. Okay, now I'm done. I guess this time, though. Well, now I'm done. No more Yakuza
one thing right at the start of
me.
playing 5 is it feels like it's retreading immediately especially after the way 4 ended.
Yeah, that's because every game after even 1 feels like, okay, well that's it, that's the end, because 1 was 1 ends.
2 you can kind of understand the way it's set up and everything like that. 2 feels the most like okay, we're done here.
Yeah, because he rides off into the sunset with his girlfriend.
His girlfriend and daughter. His girlfriend. Kaoru is the funniest fucking thing to me because I know why she was written off and it's really dumb.
Yeah, because the main writer guy didn't like, or the new writer guy didn't like her.
Yeah, he didn't like shipping her with Kiryu. And it becomes dumber when you play 3 in that she just doesn't show up again, considering what's going on in the plot of 3. It's like, okay, why isn't Kaoru here? When the U.S. government, CIA bullshit is happening, you're telling me Kaoru's not here? Okay, that makes sense. At least if you shipped her off to, I don't know, fucking Canada or some bullshit, I could be like, well, if she's in Canada.
She died as she lived, Canadian.
No, she didn't die, she just goes off to America and never shows up again. After saying, I'll be back, never shows up again, gets referenced occasionally. Not by name. They never reference her by name. Like in 5, when she's referenced, they just go Lady Cop.
She is the unpersoned.
Yeah, literally gets unpersoned by the writer because he just didn't like her. But he didn't have the balls to kill her, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Or maybe he felt like killing her would make her too important.
It does have the unfortunate thing. It does have the unfortunate thing.
Man, Yakuza loves killing women.
Well, it loves killing men as well.
Yeah, there's like
But
one
how
woman.
they-
There's like one woman in each game, and they fucking kill her every time.
Yeah, but if they didn't kill the
Except in 2, Kaoru lives, but then she leaves.
But if they didn't kill the women, how could they like have all their How could they have all of their big happy bro adventures?
like in 4, when they're just like, all right, we're gonna kill your sister now, bye. And she died in such a stupid way.
Yeah. I mean, Yakuza set.
By the way, I can't remember her name because she's got like 3 fucking names in that game. That's why I haven't said her name.
I mean, a good chunk of like Yakuza 7's like early plot is, oh no, this girl died.
This is why you'll never get a playable female character in Yakuza, because it'd be harder to kill them.
Oh yeah.
That's why they'll never do it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just that they don't want all these stinky women like messing up the bro vibes.
It's true.
You know how women folk are.
Women, am I right?
Exactly. It's like Final Fantasy 15. Oh yeah, it's like about this guy who's got to marry this woman. Oh, it's just gonna be a love story. No, she's barely gonna appear because that would just get in the way of all the bros being bros. Like, what are you, stupid?
Yeah, fucking idiots.
Yeah. But if we did that, how could the bros be bros?
Bros before hoes, man! Bros before hoes! That's the rule! You gotta kill them. Otherwise, they might make fun of our the body shampoo and body wash names.
Anakin, hoes come after bros, not before them.
Well, you ever I don't know what they're like in over there, but men's like body wash names are fucking hilarious. No, you don't know what the fuck they're actually what like scent or anything they are. It's just like rhinoceros spit, dragon blood.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And then the ones that actually have like a scent on them are like wood shavings.
Oh yeah, it's nothing like that. It's usually just a big bottle that says it's shampoo, you moron.
Yeah, we have like the 4 men stuff, and it's like that shit. Because it's guys who are like really worried, like, oh no, what if it smells like green apple or something? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'll be less of a man.
I'm threatening my masculinity with this admittedly very nice smelling shampoo.
Oh, I hate it. Man, I really hate showering. It confuses me. I hate using these wipes. Oh, can I get something better? Ah, the shower hammer!
I mean, I've never got that, because, honestly, like, anytime I've, like, stayed over at a female friend's house, like I did the other week, or the other day, I was like, hey, can I just use your, like, shower stuff, because I haven't brought mine? And she's like, yeah, fine. And I've not noticed the difference, or, like...
It's because there really isn't.
Yeah, it's all just bottled, it's all bottled in the same, like, sweatshop.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Gotta get the shower hammer. Bleed out the fucking germs. But yeah, I got bored while I was shopping, and I started just looking at the 4 men's section that we have here, and was just laughing at how they don't tell you what the fuck it even is.
It's for men, didn't you understand? Didn't you? I thought
Men.
it was fairly self-explanatory.
We need to make it so the guys don't feel like they're emasculated as much as possible, because they're really fragile here in America. Put like a rhinoceros, call it rhinoceros spit.
I mean, to be fair, you have like Axe body spray. That's just called Lynx over here.
Yeah,
Why would we call it Axe body spray? Axes don't smell nice. To be fair, I'm pretty sure Lynxes don't either. But then it makes sense because Lynx smells like trash.
I mean, all I know is that our fucking shit smell. It's just dumb and it looks like shit. Like shit. Like Axe smells like crap. Like I've smelled Axe and I'm like, who the. I remember how they used to market it here was just like, yeah, get Axe and women will want to fuck you.
So
Because
guess
the smell, the pheromones, something other bullshit.
So I guess mildly related to that whole thing, because I found it funny that like you could be like someone who has like like in America you have like one Irish grandparent from like 300 years ago, and then you're like, oh no, but I'm Irish, and it's like I have an actual Irish grandfather, and if I were to say to any of my Irish friends, oh yeah, I'm Irish, they'd be like, you fucking colonizer, kill yourself. To be fair, they say that anyway, but you know, this time they'd actually mean it. I actually qualify for an Irish passport, believe it or not.
Now I know on my end, my grandfather was an immigrant, but I don't know, like, and I'm more familiar with the culture from him, but like,
Them damn immigrants.
but one thing I'll say here is so like, one thing you'll notice here though is you can't, so like people will be funny about the Irish thing, but the Italian one is kind of funny to me because if you say you're Italian, that's fine.
Then even more, they're even further away from Italian. Most of them can't speak a word of Italian.
Yeah.
Outside of like, you know, fairly obvious molto bene. Meanwhile, you know, as I said, me, my actual Irish grandfather and my theoretical Irish passport, and I just know if I start going around saying I'm Irish, I'm going to get a whole lot of people very angry.
Well, you see, the difference is, the I'm trying to think how to phrase this.
Go on. Oh wait. Wait for the inevitably incredibly racist thing you're about to say, Dan.
Because you know that's what it is. It's a race thing. It's
is,
because
yeah.
the skin tone is lighter than the Italian skin tone.
Oh, I didn't think it was bad. Oh, I didn't.
Oh no,
I
it
thought
is
you were saying
definitely
about...
that.
No, I thought you were saying about why I can't be called myself Irish. But
Oh no. I was saying why people will take offense to the one but like not another. It's
Well,
because
I thought
it's
people
not
think
considered white enough. It's
Yeah.
like it's more, I don't know how much of it is a thing there. It's a thing definitely here. Like I remember.
I mean, to be fair, unless you're like a direct, unless you're like literally, oh yeah, like you're either your immediate parents or you yourself are an immigrant. Nobody ever has any care about their cultural heritage.
Here
like,
it's
yeah,
a little.
whatever,
People seem
I'm
to, but
I'm probably from this place.
people are kind of obsessed with it over here. But it's more of a thing where people take umbrage of it if it's like if it's someone who has fair or like from like a country like fair skin. And like to give you an idea how weird people are when it comes to like measuring how your skin tone is. What was it? There was that I remember there was this is the year before the tennis player Serena Williams retired. Where it was her in the finals and I can't remember the full thing that happened with it because it's been a long time. But basically, she got a penalty by the ref, started screaming and cussing the ref out. Long story short, she didn't win that one. Then she did then she played again the following year, won, then retired. I'm not saying that she was hoping to make that her retirement win game, but I'm saying that she might have been trying to make that her retirement win game and was mad. But people were calling the ref racist when the person she was up against was like a half black, half Japanese woman. And when you would point that out, people would be like, "Oh, but you know, it's lighter skinned." So you know, he's biased towards her because this one's lighter skinned.
On the other hand,
like,
it's tennis,
what?
so who gives a shit?
And I'm like, yeah, but you see that, but that's not my point.
No.
You know my point.
The only good tennis is Mario Tennis. Even then, that's like also garbage.
But that's not my point. You got my point, right?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing here. It's like I said, I don't know if it's anything there because I don't live where you live.
As I said, I just want to be able to go to all my Irish friends and be like, "Hello, fellow Mickeys," because I know it will upset them greatly. Which, you know, I wouldn't normally condone, but well, any excuse to upset the any excuse to upset the Irish, right?
But yeah,
It's
it's
also relevant
good.
in the news because obviously Biden's over in Ireland doing I don't know what the I don't know.
Talking
Probably
to
like,
somebody.
probably trying to remember what country he's in.
I'm in Scotland, right?
I'm in France, right? This is I love Belgium. No, he doesn't know where Belgium is. He doesn't believe Belgium's a country. He just looks at it as like Belgium. He just thinks Belgian chocolate is from the state. It's from the state of Wisconsin.
I love the Dutch.
No, that's not fair. No one loves the Dutch. I once had a Dutch friend because there's a statement, there's a thing the Dutch like to say, which is like Dutch frankness, which basically just means they're rude cunts. And I had one who was like, "Oh, it's just the Dutch in me. I'm just being frank." And he just said this, and he just said, "But you know, So he just started talking as if he like, it was just like talking shit basically, and it's like, oh well, you know what? I'm not Dutch, but you're a cunt. Fuck off, fuck off. I'm not even going to tell you to get back to your own country because that would be rude. But I'm going to tell you to go away."
Oh yeah, I gotta get the fucking mirror thing to get this to work first. It's the part where you gotta put the sun to get the fucking sprout to grow. But you need to get to put the mirror thing down first.
Yes.
I tried immediately solving the puzzle without having the piece. Oh look, it's the bear.
I also want to go back to Resident Evil 4. There's a whole bunch of stuff where they have like really smart things of like sequence breaking that you can do, so like preemptively killing certain enemies to prevent stupid shit from happening, and then just times where it just doesn't work for no reasons. Like in the Krauser boss fight, there's a part where he runs away and you have to walk through a segment, and then he'll like hide behind this one corner, so we can do a grab that on higher difficulties is like a quarter of your health gone, because you can't react to it because he's spawned so close. So you would think logically, okay, what if I just like throw a grenade preemptively, hit him around the corner? Nope, he doesn't. He literally doesn't spawn until you're in the designated spot, in which case there's no way in hell you're close and you have enough time to react and shoot him, even if you know it's coming. Like, it's one of those like baffling things where I'm like, why is this like, why is it you can preempt to like, oh, players will like blow up this particular enemy, but like what I thought was a fairly, you know, obvious like thing that people are going to try and preempt, that one you're like, nah, just let it happen. But yeah, just make a Dino Crisis remake, you cowards.
Make a Dino Crisis remake, re-release my fucking Code Veronica.
You're running out of Resident Evils.
No, we can't. We have to make the fucking live service game that some poor guy was trying to probably make a Dino Crisis with, and then Capcom's like, but what if live service, though?
You know, the horrible thing is I literally was thinking of Exoprimal before, and it took me a second to still remember, oh yeah, Exoprimal.
Yeah. You know that's probably what was happening, was like someone internally was trying to make a Dino Crisis, and then they looked at it and like, that would make a great live service. They really want to get fucking whatever that live service Resident Evil game is to take off, but nobody fucking wants to play it.
Oh, Resistance or something?
Yeah, I think it's called Resistance.
Revelation. We've gone from like every other word at this point.
Route Break.
Revolution. I guess we've not done Revolution yet.
Revolution X. I like making references that nobody fucking remembers.
I don't remember.
It was a old light gun game with, I think it was Aerosmith was the band? I don't remember what band it was.
Well, you just said it was Aerosmith.
It might have been, might not have been. I don't remember the band. Listen, I'm busy playing with my ball.
Yeah, we've all been there.
But it was like a light gun kind of game. Shit. And I just remember, like, there's a part in the game where you shoot up, like, a school bus filled with, like, crazy robot men. And
I'm sorry, you just said shoot up the school, and I was like, oh, not again.
School bus.
It's like, for
When it's
fuck's
like full
sake.
of guns and robot men, and then after you destroy it, it just has like a bit crunched guy going, "School's out." It was
Genuinely, when you said shut up a school, I was like, oh god, another one? Really? We just had like 3.
I don't even want to joke because there might have been one by the time this gets up, or even while we're fucking talking right now, and I'm not even being funny.
Stop fucking shooting skulls.
Well, that would require us to have gun laws. We're not allowed to have those. Not unless the conservatives start seeing more things that they consider undesirable having guns, then they'll get fucking nervous.
Well, they just straight up just give guns to children at this point.
Thought about it, probably.
And then they might be able to defend themselves when some lunatic in Never's Release comes into a classroom to kill them for no reason.
Or the priest trying to touch them.
Or the Dalai Lama trying to tongue them.
Yeah.
Or Dalai Lama.
Remember, kids, drag queens won't bother you. Worry about priests.
Ugh.
I want to remind that's a quote from fucking Ghost Stories.
Well. Oh yeah, didn't you have a Ruby thing you wanted to talk about, or was that specifically with Sabo?
It's only funny if Sabo's here.
Oh. Fair enough.
But the only thing I'll say, and it'll be funnier with Sabo here, is there's been a meme going around of Ruby called homophobic Ruby, and it's
What?
just Ruby being homophobic, and I don't know why. I've looked into tried to look into why, and I'm just confused. But Sabo is like the master hater of Ruby, so I feel like he'd be the one to be able to explain or tell me what the fuck is going on.
To be honest, he probably would have started that meme.
You know? Like, I've seen Ruby with, like, fucking red, like, MAGA-style parody hats. And shit. I seen Ruby with the homophobic dog. Like, I've seen all of those fucking memes with her. And I don't understand why.
Why is the dog homophobic?
I don't know. Just this one dog where people... There's this picture of this dog looking at the camera, and it just usually says, "I know what you are."
He doesn't mean he's homophobic.
I didn't make the meme! I just know what the meme is. There is a second version of the meme of the same dog where it just says, where it's with a rainbow kind of shining on him, and it just says "no longer homophobic."
Well, I'm glad we ended homophobia in dogs. I was a bit concerned for a second there.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
I mean, it definitely would have meant that dog wasn't going to heaven.
All dogs go to heaven, except for that one. And also yours, Billy. Yours specifically. Your dog is in hell.
Sorry, Billy. Them's the breaks, I'm afraid, though, Bill.
Yeah. What you get, Billy? You know what you did, Billy? You know what your dog did, Billy? Fuck you, Billy. Billy knows what he did.
Yep.
You know, I still need to find my own, like, fictional arch nemesis the way you and Sabo do.
You'll find one.
Cause, like...
Just believe him.
Cause, like...
Just believe, Dan.
Like, I can't really help Pyra from Soul Calibur because she is retconned out of existence.
Yeah, she doesn't exist.
She doesn't exist anymore. So, like, damn, I got nothing there.
The secret, Dan, is to just... My secret is I just hate everyone.
Yeah, but you have Ned.
Yeah, but I'm sure Ned will be replaced with another of the long list of people I hate.
Yeah, but Ned is at the top. I don't have a top one.
Ugh.
And like anything
Fuck
else, I
you
just
now.
don't. I just kind of don't like rather than hate. Just like, you're annoying, I guess.
Oh, as I said, I'm
Even
sure that there'll
pre-remake,
be more.
Ashley, I just kind of dislike. Not even like, fucking Ashley.
I never hated her. I just thought she was whatever. Like I said, having now played remake, where it's like, oh, Ashley is technically better, but then also gameplay-wise is somehow worse. It's like, it just puts me in two minds of classic Ashley. I miss the years though.
Yeah, everyone misses the year. That's why Mousely happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of these days.
Also, they got rid of the overtime line, but then they weirdly made her and Leon more flirty, and then also made like Leon do the no AF meme, but to Ada. So I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
I don't get it either, because remember too, like also with Resident Evil 2, they made like Claire really want to fuck Leon too.
Yeah. On the bright side, I guess speaking of Resident Evil, Jill gets to be in a Resident Evil movie for once.
Jill, Claire, Rebecca, they're all in the same movie.
Yeah, but all the others have been. Yeah, but all of them have been in a movie. None of the other CGI movies had Jill.
Yeah, but Jill is like in every other video game, so who cares?
You mean every other video game? She's in like 3.
She's in 1, 3, 5, Revelation.
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if I count 5 because she's not playable.
Playable in Mercenaries. Also, she plays a role in the story.
Oh, anyone's playable in Mercenaries.
Rebecca is only if you buy DLC. It came out much later.
Oh, who wants to play as Rebecca anyway?
Me!
The only people who like Rebecca are fucking Wesker simps.
I don't like Wesker.
You have the same taste in waifu.
Oh, fuck you. Would have instead of it being a waifu thing if maybe Rebecca was a secret arch nemesis. That's why he shot her. He's really mad that she didn't die.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact he has a photograph of Rebecca in his desk.
Yeah, to remind him who he must kill.
I mean, I think we're pretty clear on who Wesker has the biggest hate boner for, man.
Well, no, Rebecca was after Chris.
I mean, you don't yell out a man's name with that much passion unless there's something there. I'm just saying. Chris.
All right, you know what? I think this is a good stopping point because I don't want to play any further in the game anyway.
It's time to leave.
And I've saved, just been dancing around for a bit, so fuck it. Bye.
You saved us from Chris.